Hello and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my Afghanistan war mock, where we have a street and you have two buildings and then a Humvee approaching, and three troops, and then there's three Taliban members somewhere inside of the buildings. But I really wanted to build this mock just because I haven't seen too many like Afghanistan mocks, and I thought, you know, I had some modern military figures, and I was working on this Humvee, so why not try to make something out of it? So I decided to build this, and I kind of looked at some inspiration on YouTube and stuff for the building designs, like the texture on the walls here, and then I used I was actually testing a lot on this road. I was originally just gonna do all tan, but then I came up with this like tan on two sides, like 2 studs of tan, and then 8 studs of dark tan, and then just some different other colors to spice it up, just because I thought it would change the look. And I think it looks really good, just because the tan texture especially, and then this tan texture is different, so I think it looks good, and I think it adds a level of like height, especially with like how it's 1 stud above. So I was really happy about that. And then I had these two buildings. Obviously one is white, one is a light bluish gray. And then I wanted this one to be a little bit more inset, and for it to be smaller, just so this one kind of looked like the main building, and this one was kind of like a smaller add-on. And then they're both used by masonry bricks. But then for this one, since I saw the white was really overpowering, so I decided to incorporate some dark tan, just to like break it up. And then I used these snot bricks to kind of show like these like where bullet holes were previously and stuff. And then obviously over here on this wall I textured it as well, and I think that just looks really cool. It adds detail and stuff. All this building is removable by floor, but this one is not. But the back sides are completely open. I'll show you that real quick. But you can see right there, this street does become wider back there, and then you can see the Americans and then the Humvee right there. Now this is the inside. The insides aren't as well as I would have liked. I would have liked more Taliban members and stuff, but you know, you got some explosive being held here, and then you got some explosives, some ammo, some pistols in here, and here you have a Taliban member shooting at the Humvee, and then this guy's like reloading or something like that. And then on this roof here, there's an AK, and then there's an explosive. On this one here, you have a Taliban member with a heavy machine gun and an AK pointing at these guys, and then there's explosives right there. But I just kind of wanted to add a bunch of detail, and this door is actually made like just brick built. I didn't want to use the regular frame. I wanted it to be smaller because I saw in a lot of things like the doors are quite small. If I turn it back around here, I added more detail in this building here, and I used dark bluish gray, because I wanted to have I didn't want it to be one solid color. I inset these windows to add some extra detail, which I think look really good with the brown frames, which I think just added an extra level of detail as well. These are the minifigures, obviously. This one, I got a military minifigure from Bricks and Minifigures in Detroit, and so what I did was I kind of split them up to make 2 figures, and this one's just some spare parts I had. Doesn't really matter, just because he's kind of covered by that machine gun and the car. I'll move the car so you can see the entrance here, but this is just like an opening, and then you have more of that same texture on the ground here, more texture over here, and then you kind of open that door and you can go inside of that building right there. This is the Humvee. This is inspired by a guy on Flickr I saw, just making a minifigure scale Humvee, because not a lot of the vehicles I see are minifigure scale, and I just come to notice that like when they're not minifigure scale, they don't look very good next to minifigures. So I wanted to make this one as scale as possible. So I think I did that pretty well. And then over here I added a little bit of olive green, just again for some more color, because I think in this entire build I used like white, light bluish gray, dark tan, olive green, black, brown, and red, a little bit of red. But there wasn't much color variation. It was just kind of all in that spectrum of tan and black and gray and stuff like that. But then I had these windows just to kind of break up the white as well, and kind of look for like posts like this guy could probably peek at this window look. And then removing the minifigures. This is another one I built, which I really like. I would like to get more vests for them as well, but I only had one, so I decided to try to cover it up with a gun there. But like I kind of made this part when I was first starting it, like this. There's no glass in here, so like the bullet started up here and then they moved their way down, or like they started up here and then moved their way up, which I thought was cool, just because it adds a lot of texture, but there's also like there's a reason it's there. As opposed to there's no actual reason why there's just holes in the wall. It just would kind of look weird. But like you can see on that side view right there's a bunch of texture coming off the side of the building. And I really wanted to make this one just because I really like modern military, and I think it's pretty cool to see how like within the last 20 years or so this has happened. Obviously in the Middle East. But then I wanted to like add like the Humvee. I was originally gonna make like a really small one, like this big, but then I built the Humvee, and so I'm like, why don't I build a MOC for the Humvee? I want to build an Abrams tank soon, so maybe I'll put that in a MOC as well. I just need to get some parts for the Abrams tank. But yeah, I really want to make more military MOCs. So obviously I'm still working on the MOC for the Battle of the Bulge. But that one's not completely done. There's still some touch-ups and some minifigures I need to get. So I thought, why not do this one while I have some of the parts. These are some of the Taliban members I built. Just using like some Jedi pieces, some AKs, some cloak kind of parts. That was kind of the only good one I built. And then I had this one. And then this guy right here. Again, AKs because their weapons are more Russian. This is an RPD right here, and then I think I have some 1911s and some Berettas in there, and then some ammo clips, and then just have a lot of explosives around. But yeah, I just use red to kind of break up the inside. But yeah, this was a really cool MOC, a really fun MOC to make, and I really hope to make more of these similar MOCs soon. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.